Carl Peter, you had the British Prime Minister Gordon Brown with you here at the British International Motorshow this morning. You were showing the Flexstream car. Why was he here and what were you showing him?
The Prime Minister announced today that his government is clearly interested in moving the automobile to a almost all electric base. So he wants that all cars by 2020 ultimately will be electrically driven. That is a very, very ambitious target. However, it certainly coincides with an overall trend towards more electrification. We are working very hard on fuel cell driven vehicles, which are basically electrical vehicles. The electricity is only generated by fuel cells. But we're also working on a more short-term solution, which is what we call our e-flex technology, which is basically an electrical vehicle. Normally you have the issue of a somewhat limited range, which we know our customers don't like at all. They don't want to strand somewhere with an empty battery. So we added a small combustion engine and a generator to the vehicle. So whenever the battery charge will fall below a certain threshold, this combustion engine kicks in and recharges the battery. The overall emissions of these vehicles will be still below 40 grams. If you convert it to liters per 100 kilometers, about 1.3, 1.4 liters per 100 kilometers, which is extremely low. The Prime Minister was extremely interested, and he was discussing with us how could the government help us to roll out this technology faster into the market.
Isn't it good that a government minister, a major government minister of a major country, has actually given a time and a date that he'd like to see these things happening?
We certainly appreciate the initiative of the British government very much. We know that initially these new technologies need a bit of a kickstart, and that was my point that I made to the Prime Minister. We need his government to help us to kickstart. Initially these technologies, particularly the battery, will be very expensive. We need to make sure that very quickly we have sufficient volume to be able to drive the cost down, and for this we need the government.